$99.
99.
Hello, and welcome to the Bel-E and Scratch podcast. I'm your host, Bel-E.
And I am your co-host, Scratch.
And today, we're having a very lovely sleepy Sunday.
Sleepy.
Trying to get you kick-started back awake.
I think I was comatose for a minute.
Which is fine.
You did
a lot yesterday.
I did a lot of yard work yesterday.
Which is fair, so it's all right.
So, yeah.
You know, I made tea because, of course.
Your tea is awesome.
Thank you. Yeah. This is some of the Chinese tea that I have acquired in cities abroad.
Very tasty.
Yeah, I'm like, why can't I get this here? Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe this is just, I'm tricking my own brain because of how this tea is. I mean, it is awesome. It tastes good.
It may be here somewhere.
You know, but here's the thing. Would I like it? Would I like it the same if I could, like, go and pick it up at the corner store? Or do I like it for the aspect also of I must go on a journey to find it?
Oh, yeah.
Does that make sense?
Oh, absolutely. Local tea's not exotic enough.
Yeah, I have to literally go 5 counties away from here, give or take a few.
Give or take.
You know, into the next province, essentially.
There is an aspect of that, of human development that gives it some kind of special meaning.
Yeah, it's like why people, it's like the appeal of treasure hunting is the hunting aspect of it.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's
a twofold.
Treasure hunt. Yeah,
treasure hunt. Not a treasure lackadaisical.
Not a treasure find.
Not a treasure find. Not a treasure.
That is an extremely interesting observation you have come across there.
Indeed.
It really is. That's very powerful.
Yeah.
People understand those things.
Hey, look,
better.
Sometimes you just have to go, why does this make sense from, like, a psychological person? I don't actually know how.
I don't either, but it's just there. But it does.
But it's fine.
But, yeah.
But, got it. Man. I don't know why I think this way, but anyway, you know.
I don't know if it's a matter of thinking; it's a matter of observation.
There we go. No, I get it. I'm just like, why don't other people also see things?
Well, sometimes the foundational understanding of people has a lot to do with what they're introduced to at an earlier age.
I understand.
There was a lot of things that was confusing for me.
Sure.
When I was younger. Why? I had the same issue. Mm-hmm. Why do I see this and you don't?
It's not a matter of we're smarter than you. No, it's like, here's the thing. You're 8 and you make an observation that a grown-ass adult, and you've done this before. You've told me stories of like, you know, you're in church because, of course, you're in church.
Yeah.
You know you. And I don't know what it is. Maybe something your dad, when he was preaching, said, or something that somebody else said, and you go, I didn't think of it that way. And you would probably try to communicate that to somebody, an adult.
Oh, absolutely.
Because who the fuck else is right there? And they're looking at you like
you're a kid.
Yeah, like, shut up, kid.
Shut up, kid.
Yeah, shut up, kid.
I mean, you and bro were, just like myself, were introduced to more abstract thought earlier in life. Most people, it's been my experience that a large percentage of people, I don't know about the majority, but they're not introduced. Everything in their life was more concrete.
Sure.
And so they're not really. They don't come from families, parents that are involved in activities that are more abstract.
Sure.
And so they don't get introduced to that type of thinking till they're older. Where
if it's introduced early, they have time to adjust and adapt it to themselves.
For me personally, it was just like the foundation of abstract thinking was the foundation of everything.
Yeah, because
it doesn't make you. That's exactly what I'm saying. It doesn't make people more more or less.
No, it is literally just, I think in pictures, other people think in words or sounds.
Exactly.
Or, if I say, I remember, Jesus Christ.
Shaman are usually the children of shamans.
Yeah, of course.
And non-shamans are usually the children of non-shamans.
Oh, this might be a good segue into the story.
That's a good tribal way to put it.
Yeah, that's a... No, I already told that story on the air. I just remembered. It's like, oh, nope. So, now, there was a guy I knew in high school who, look, here's the thing. When you're a teenager, especially when you're a young person, you don't have a lot of experience, you don't exactly know, not everyone thinks how I think. And I sort of understood that as a teenager to an extent.
Right.
But I didn't know how far that went until I had a specific conversation with someone.
And you never do until you get older.
Really don't. This clued me into that phrase quite a bit. Of course, on the digital art and the art classes and the this and that, colorful. And then you had this acquaintance of mine. He was a little too arrogant to really been a friend. He was that guy who thought he was on like the FBI or CIA list. Like they're looking for the profile, and he thought he was the profile in like high school. I'm like, the FBI's not watching you, bro.
Not watching you any more than they are anybody else.
Yeah, anybody else. Like, this ain't it, Chief.
Hey, I was there too, but I had to work really hard not to let that get the best of me.
Yeah, I know. He didn't. So, this guy, he was very logical, analytical, mathematical, because he was just, he was that nerd. He was that form of nerd, and I was trying to tell him a story.
Right.
And he could not understand what I was trying to get across. I don't even remember what I said to him. But I was describing something and he just was not getting it. This guy is not stupid, okay? He was like in that pre-calculus class with me.
Right.
Actually not. If my school had offered calculus at the time, he would have been in that class. So, no, this guy was not a slouch, but he just could not. Like it's if I say the word White House, some people they think of the White House like a picture of it, like they're looking at their phone and they Google White House and they press images and that's the first thing that pop up right there, a picture.
1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Yes, some people think 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Right.
Some people think literally typed out on Microsoft Word the White House, like it is text.
Yes.
Some people it's just pure audio. Some people it's pure visual.
Yeah.
That's what I mean
pictures,
by.
Some people say text.
Yes, some people texture, that literally no one thinks like you.
Right.
It's as unique to human beings as thumbprints.
Yes, absolutely.
However niche, however broad, it's as unique to each individual.
Right, and the image that is that arrives with said phrase will helps you determine who you're dealing with. Indeed. Or yourself, how they're wired, how you're wired. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Which is also churned my interest in being extremely critical of the human and its behavior. Not in a negative critical way, just analyzing was probably a better term. I don't want to sound like a supervillain. Yeah, you keep that to yourself. Anyway.
Kneel before Zod.
I don't know. It's it's like, do I want to... It's like, the only reason I'm not Sauron is because it sounds like too much fucking work when you're retired.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't want to be the old, grizzled bastard villainess.
No.
When I'm in retirement age. You know what I mean?
I just want to be on a a beach somewhere.
Yeah, it's like you don't really see old villains anymore. Not really.
No. Oh no.
You know what I mean?
Not old anything anymore.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I'm not really seeing an awful lot of villains where they're just like just in their fucking 80s. Because who the fuck, except for a few people whose names we don't talk about.
Right, who
the fuck is a supervillain in their 80s and 90s? By that point, you might as well have just gone, you know what? I've had my fun. I want to retire. I'm tired of fighting these people.
Right.
You know, I want to go see my grandkids.
Or let my minions carry my wallet.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Right. And there's a big push to and you're going to see this more and more as your years come.
Here we are.
There's going to be this well, this is something completely different. Mm-hmm. You're going to see more of a negative connotation given to being older.
Oh, shit, that's already started.
Yeah.
Boomer. Boomer. Jesus Christ. Guys, we get it.
It's going to get a lot worse.
I'm like, guys, we get it. The only problem I always had with the okay boomer was it was always directed at someone that was in their 40s. And I'm like, not always, but most of the time I've seen, I know,
Even at my age, I'm not a boomer.
I know you're not a boomer.
Your grandmother is.
Yeah, I know, because she is.
Well, not really, actually. She was born before. She's like a pre-boomer. She was born in 39. And boomers technically didn't start to exist
until like 43?
Until the end of World War
II. Like 42, 43?
End of World War II.
Okay, fair.
When the soldiers came home.
That
basically started the boomer generation.
I don't fucking know. Anyway, so, no, I get it. I'm just... It's kind of weird now that... I will say this. Age is just weird. Because...
Oh, yeah.
Because here's the thing. You gotta remember, for, like, almost 3 years, I was inside of a small container that I put myself in... Because by the time I had finished with my first retail job, I was just like, I am sick of people. I am sick of this bullshit. I'm sick of getting yelled at, getting mistreated.
Right.
And I put myself in basically a safe for almost 3 years because I was just done. And I was just with a bunch of dudes. We were just talking about a bunch of dude stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And my only outlet for the other half of that was the dancing, which I was extremely appreciative of.
Right.
And then I switched to being a personal trainer, as you know, and Jesus Christ.
You're one step closer to cult leader.
Apparently so.
That's just awesome.
Your
mother and I are so proud.
I highly doubt that.
No, but I mean, what I have enjoyed about it is that you're self-aware. Mm-hmm. And
thank
God. And that, and I wish more people took the time. Mm-hmm. It really isn't a matter of I'm smarter, more aware. No, it's more people.
You just are.
Just slow down, take a look at what's going on, and discover why people make the choices that they make. And don't attach something negative. A negative aspect to it. There is a positive aspect to it.
Be objective when you when you observe life.
When you observe life, yeah.
It's like the old saying goes.
Yeah.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around every once in a while, you could miss it. Stop spilling my tea.
Hey, suck it out of my shirt later.
You know what? I shouldn't be too hard on you. I can get more of those. I'm actually surprised I didn't grab a handful.
I just great. Wanted to... Ooh, man, that stuff woke me up fast.
Good.
Yeah, I mean,
So, here's the thing.
Right.
What I'm getting at is I basically went from a warehouse full of dudes who, with the exception of one guy in particular who actually had body dysmorphia. Oh, my dude, I miss him every day. A bunch of crusty ass bras.
Yeah.
And then
BROH.
Yeah, exactly. And then I move, and then I transition to the personal training where my boss is a woman and she trains a lot of women and I train a lot of women. And I don't know if this is just her, just her generation is like obsessed with how old they are. Like once you hit 40, it's like, yeah, a little bit.
That's a shame.
I know, but look, I don't want to get into it, okay?
Yeah, good. Okay.
That's not the point.
Talk about it one day.
Yeah, one day when I have the
That's
mental...
more of a generational thing.
I know it is.
In my opinion,
But no, I get that. I just don't have the mental fortitude at this particular moment. Anywho, so basically the reason I bring it up is her and a couple of her clients, mostly the older ladies in their 60s and 70s, who could still bench press, not a lot, just a little.
Right.
A little, but still.
For them, it's a lot.
For them, it's a lot because they're like 74,
Oh yeah, exactly.
And they're, and they do a bench press with like the 20-pound bar that we have. Okay, guess what? That's a big fucking deal when you're 74.
It really is.
Yeah, exactly. So, and every now and again, they just, my trainer and some of these old, I don't want to call them biddies, but they definitely help enable my boss when she likes to gossip.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Right. Well, I mean...
So, but
the thing
is...
what people do on Twitter today, people used to do in person, and that's kind of what that is.
Oh, I understand that to a T, because...
Talking about people.
Oh, yeah. This is why I'm very happy I've taken the time to watch and read some Regency-oriented stories so I can understand what the fuck is going on with all the neurotypical people.
Sure.
We are literally, these people have constructed, the stuff you see in these Regency stuff, like Downton Abbey, where
Regency.
high society bullshit, where,
okay.
It's like, you make bad decisions in private, or it'll soil your reputation, and you'll lose favor, and then all of a sudden and then all of a sudden you're broke and destitute. You know what I mean?
Right.
That sort of high society bullshit. They have constructed that.
Well, that still goes on today. With
exactly, but the common, exactly, and that's what even the people on the ground, brick and mortar common folk, are doing sometimes. It's like, guys, stop.
Brick and mortar.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes they'll just...
and this is a good opportunity, to understand that these dynamics do not change.
No, they don't.
Okay, 100 years ago, it was talking to your neighbor who was over a fence in your next yard. Now it's controlled by an electronic device. We're much more advanced in the 21st century.
No, it's just called private messaging, dude.
No, we're not. It's the same dynamic that exists, which means ultimately,
it has to be intrinsic to people. It has to
be intrinsic to people. I don't think it's a matter of being negative or being positive, because if it was negative, it would be eliminated. There are a lot of things going on today, especially in the current culture wars and ideology, that are from a very negative perspective. And 50 years from now, within the next 50 years, there's going to be something negative that takes place. There's certain elements to it that cannot continue to exist. But there is an intrinsic aspect of interaction between people today that's not going anywhere.
Indeed.
It's just the way we are.
Yeah, we communicate and spread news.
I think it's an evolutionary thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the herd. That a predator arrives on the scene, and then the one sheep
pops his head
up and goes, and then everybody else
runs.
Okay. So
it's just natural behavior. That's okay.
Exactly. I think it's natural behavior.
I don't know, but I don't know what it is, but she would just. I oftentimes just due to proximity, because I work there, I get sucked into these conversations of like, you know. And granted, like, sometimes I will engage,
sure,
and sometimes I don't.
Right.
Like stuff about the age and dating and all marriage and being a mom. It's like, okay, I can't relate to that / don't want to engage in it.
Right.
And then there's stuff where I just kind of get dragged into it, where I'm constantly assaulted with, you know, you are in the prime of your life. You know, you don't, you know, all this stuff about, you know, when you get older, X is going to happen.
Yeah,
you're in the prime of your life.
Input,
no, I don't.
Which people should not.
I don't dismiss the
not
input,
anyway.
But they're telling me like, you are in the prime of your life. You know, you're such a baby. I'm just going. I know.
Right.
I know.
Right.
I know.
Well,
because I know where I am.
Yeah.
I'm not a fool.
No.
I'm not some empty-headed doll that thinks that this is going to last forever, because that's not how I was raised.
No.
Now, granted, I moisturize like a motherfucker.
Yes, lotion.
Yeah, lotion. Yes. So that's less of a problem. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
So
lotion's important.
Indeed. So I kind of want to. This is probably a good segue into the story because, all right, look, I don't want to. I think I finally figured out what the deal is with the client I've so aptly named the Picture of Unhappiness.
Oh, did you get the video I sent you, the Debbie Downer video I sent you?
Yes. Okay, she's not like that.
Not completely like
no.
that.
Because here's the thing. I'm going to explain something to you that only you are going to understand. Okay, and I swear, this is not hyperbole. Okay?
All right.
I exaggerate because I'm a storyteller.
Sure.
This is not an exaggeration, because I think what the issue is, there are two individuals that, in one way or another, we're related to.
Right.
One by blood, one by marriage.
Sure.
Then they both share the same title.
Okay.
You know, like grandparent, parent, aunt, uncle.
Okay.
And you know who these two individuals are.
Awesome.
One is still with us, one is not. This portrait of unhappiness has got to be it. She is, if you took everything wrong, or not everything, not wrong, if you took all the negative aspects from these two individuals and put them into one person, this is that client. Yeah. And it is a fucking drag.
Why don't you kill yourself and get it over with? It's like,
oh my God.
See,
that's the
language that people speak.
I wish that wasn't so.
I wish it wasn't so, and that's what they learn from their parents, their environment, what they come from.
Oh, I know that.
And because see, they see it as because to them.
Yeah.
Because to them, and this is not, and this is. I used to be negative about this.
Sure.
Like, how can you be such a loser to act this way? How can you be such a loser to talk this way? But if that's that's like being mad at somebody who's raised in an English-speaking household and mad at them because they don't speak Spanish. This is the language that they speak. This is the language that they were raised on.
That's what they know.
That's their perspective. That's what they know. And until they become self-aware,
they're never going to not know.
They're never going to not know.
Yeah.
They're never going to understand.
They won't get past where they already are.
Get past where they already
are. I
are.
know that.
And then when they get to the age of the person you're talking about, it's literally so much a part of their identity.
To change it, it's like cutting off an arm.
Cutting off an arm, and for someone like you, who is, there's so many years, there's so many.
I'm not their age. I'm not their peer.
age. So they've also been taught to question somebody younger than them.
Yes.
So they're not going to receive any assistance from you because you're too young and what do you know? Well, I know that you are on a dead end road.
Yeah.
And you are going to crash sooner or later.
Yeah, that's I'm going to tell you what happened to this individual that made me figure out this, that had made me come to this conclusion.
Yeah.
This happened last week. Now, thankfully, she only sees me twice a week. So that's 2 hours. That's fine.
Or you would have to commit Harry Carey.
I don't understand that reference. Seppuku? Oh, Jesus. No. See, the 50%.
No, I'm just saying.
50% of seppuku is you got to have somebody behind you with a katana ready to chop your head off as soon as you cut yourself open.
Okay.
Yeah, that's literally in the rules. But anyway, yeah, I know. I know. I kill people's jokes. I love doing it. It's like, you don't have to explain the joke, or you don't have to give an explanation like I asked you a question. Yeah. But if I thought it was funny the first time, I would have laughed. Would you like some more tea?
I would. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I'm what? Sorry, what'd you say? I didn't hear that.
I said you're a lot of fun at parties, aren't you? Put that down!
Yeah, people talk to me. I would be fun at parties. That's the fucked up thing.
Oh.
Anyway. So.
Right.
The first day I see her, she's in relatively good spirits,
Cool.
And, her and I are talking, and I'm, I'm telling her about my favorite client and how she's sick, and, I'm not seeing her right this second, and all that other
stuff. Wait a minute, you actually told one of your clients that a different client was your favorite client?
No, I meant it jokingly.
Oh. Okay. All right. No.
What, I fuck up or something?
No.
I'm just one of my favorite clients.
Good. You have to play that down.
Oh, sure, of course. Yes.
People are just insecure about stuff.
Speaking of insecure, Jesus.
But anyway.
So anyway, her and I, we start kind of, finding some common ground and all that. She's working with kids and all that, and this, that, and the other thing.
Working with kids?
Yeah, she's a teacher.
With this negative application of life?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Apparently it's
like public school teacher?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, this is what I mean by the worst qualities of both of these individuals, right? Even to that point.
Sure.
So, yeah, it's just this weird negative application to life, and she's a teacher. And it's like, what the fuck is this? And, she and I just get to talking, and we kind of have what I thought we had a moment.
Really?
Okay. Yeah. Like, where I'm thinking, you know what, maybe she's just,
she's going through a phase.
She's going through a phase. Like, this is a bad patch. You know what I mean?
And we're all post-beer flu.
Yeah. Oh, no. Some people, I friends of mine who I've known, who've cracked because of the beer flu stuff. I go, you know what? That's fine.
That's fine.
I get it. That's legit. So.
Sure.
So I'm thinking, she came in, she's in a lot of pain. Her knee is fucked up. She is, she's just under 250 and she's like 5'2".
Ooh,
yeah. Oh, yeah. So I'm thinking, like, she's miserable because she's in a lot of pain all the time. You know what I mean?
That has a lot of
that has a big application on it.
It really does.
And I'm going, I'm going to help her get better. Maybe there's a kindness inside of her,
Right.
that's just been sequestered away.
Right.
And for a lot of people,
suppressed because of current events
or whatever, personal in her life or whatever, And then the second day I saw her later in the week after I think we connected, quote unquote connected,
right.
in a friendship kind of way. I greet her as I would greet people who I thought I connected with. Because I'm self-aware enough to go, I don't treat everyone equal. Like, if you're new, I'm a little cautious until I figure out how you work. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But if I understand how you operate, it's like, okay, I can
way,
pick up how you operate. I can speak to you in the language you're able to speak in.
And you're not calculated. That's just the way you're wired.
That's just how I'm wired.
wired.
Yeah, it's like the conversations I have with you are not necessarily the same conversations I would have with any of my friends or like a stranger on the street. You see? Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
These contextual things.
Sure.
So this second session last week with her, I'm getting the thing. I'm asking her how her day is. It's like, did everything at the middle school go well, et cetera, et cetera. And she gets onto the scale, and I got the clipboard, and I write down her weight. She's 2 pounds heavier than the last day because she worked out that day. Because when you work out, you gain a little bit of water weight, and then you have to take a big rest.
Yes.
That's how that works.
Yes.
You know that.
I do.
I know that. My boss knows that. But when I explained that to her, she was just like,
she's ready to she's ready to run her car off a cliff.
Yeah. And she's looking at me like, I fucked up.
Right.
Like, she's looking at, like, I'm telling her, like, you worked out 2 days ago. You're going to gain a little weight after you work out. It's this, if there's a big drop over the weekend, that's where it counts.
Yeah, as you gain muscle.
Yeah, as you gain muscle, you will lose fat.
You will burn at a higher caloric rate.
Yeah. I even have a picture. What the hell? Yeah, I even have a picture to show people. Because sometimes, again, I'm visual. I would have loved to have seen this picture myself. Where is it? Oh, there it is. That, where it's like 5 pounds of fat versus 5 pounds of muscle.
Oh, yeah.
That comparison, where fat is bigger than muscle, but they weigh the same.
They weigh the same.
Exactly. Yeah. So some people, they need that, and I show that to them. She was not buying it.
Okay.
She did not believe me. And I'm going, you can ask Sherry, because I'm cluing into the whole, like, it's because I'm younger than you, like what you just fucking said.
Even if you were the same age, I don't think she would buy.
No, but the thing is,
she's paying you.
But she's paying you, and that's what I also thought, like, I'm thinking, you're literally paying me to say this to you.
Well.
And that, you're paying me, and because I know this. This is what you do for a living. Because it's my job to know that. Right. Yeah. It's like you
have to introduce that to people.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Your husband's not having a stroke. Don't you need to take him and put him in the back on the machine? No.
He's fine.
He's fine, because this is what I do for a living.
Because this is what I do for a living.
Right.
And then after that weigh-in, here's one thing I'm grateful for. She's not a chatterbox. Like, she's not, like, muttering under her breath something horrific.
Right.
She's not, like, constantly bitching. She apparently is definitely that silent treatment type of chick. And you know what? I so don't care.
Right.
Because I know those. I have those.
You cannot let that affect you.
Exactly.
I'm here.
And I have those tools in my toolbox too.
Right.
Like, this is like, just because I'm the trainer doesn't mean I don't know what you're doing.
Right.
And I'm not your ex-boyfriend either. Right, what the fuck is this silent treatment bullshit?
Oh, I run into that in my job.
I know you have.
Being a guy working in a predominantly non-guy field.
Yeah.
I constantly run into, hey, I'm not your boyfriend.
Yeah, I'm not your boyfriend.
I'm not your husband.
Yeah, the silent treatment doesn't work on me. Yeah.
Okay, you need to find a different way to interact with me because I'm not in a guy-girl relationship with you.
Yeah, you're their coworker.
I'm your coworker.
Your coworker.
And you need to learn to act better and treat me
exactly.
different. Right.
So
that still doesn't work on me. Yeah.
So it was just, it was just like she would bring up something in a conversation, and I would try to pursue the conversation, and then she would just kind of fizzle out and just go back to the silent treatment thing, and it would just keep happening, and I'm standing there telling her, like, counting, make sure she's doing the form right, but I'm not gonna feed this.
No, don't feed it.
No. And just after it was all said and done,
because if you feed it,
it will grow. No, I know,
and it'll that whatever I don't want to say inappropriate, but whatever non-functional spirit that they're in, if you feed it, that will grow.
Oh, I know.
And you need to keep that wall up.
Oh, I know that.
I am the trainer. I'm the boss. You're paying me to do this.
Yeah.
And this is what I do, and this is what I know, and you don't know, and that's why you pay me.
Yes.
And you have to keep that wall up.
Oh, I know.
You really do. Because if you don't, you will get zero results.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, no, she, after it was all said and done, she, signed the clipboard, left in a huff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I know what you are.
Yeah.
And, I don't want to be this, I don't want to think this way, but I'm sure there's a point in everyone's life where you encounter someone and somewhere in the back of your mind you're going, is this a test? Is this a game? Is something's going on?
Have you had another session since that one?
No. Next one will be in, I think, 2 days or something like that.
You need to turn it up a notch.
How so?
Well, I'm just saying. It's like, oh, well. Yeah.
Oh, no, I am going to have to turn into my boss with her. Because here's the thing. The way I train people, I try to be a little bit more gentle. I don't mean I'm going to hold back. Right. I'm not going to... It basically just means instead of doing that whole, like, you're going to do this set until you die, that whole Gillian Anderson from, like, Biggest Fucking Loser, that disgrace,
right,
or whatever the hell her name is, instead of that, it's more, I don't want to do that, you know what I mean?
But you have the capacity.
But I have the capacity. She's gonna have to, which is weird.
You're gonna have to.
I have to treat a middle school teacher like a child in order to get her to do what the fuck she needs to do.
Right. She's gonna push you to do that.
Uh-huh.
And that's, well.
You know what?
If that's what she's paying for.
I know. And if she just doesn't want to keep training with me, that's no skin off my nose.
How many more sessions do you have?
Like 6 or 8.
Well,
what?
Sure.
Okay.
Just a little. That's good tea.
Thank you.
It woke me right up because I was comatose.
Yeah, I saw you. I saw you.
In other words,
because here's the thing,
make her disqualify you for something other than whatever it is she thinks is going on.
Oh yeah.
I mean, beat her ass into the ground. Figurative.
Oh, I know.
Of course.
Oh, I know.
You need to take her through a really hard workout.
I do.
She may need that.
No, I do.
She may need that.
Yeah.
I personally, the way I was raised, I respond to very strenuous situations.
I get it.
Some people just fold up and lay down in a fetal position and cry in a dark room.
And I know how to handle those people.
Some people like me, when you inflict that on me, I come out swinging.
Yeah.
It doesn't make me better. It doesn't make me more. It doesn't make me less. It's just the way I respond to things.
I get it.
From my childhood, you know.
Yeah.
So you're not really doing her a disservice if you treat her that way, engage her that way. So don't dismiss. Oh, you know, it's kind of like me and the matriarch having a conversation about washing one of the dogs.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't want to be there when she gets scared and all that stuff. I said, no, but this is something that she needs. Something that she needs. Okay. And I understand the matriarch, her heart is not, well, I mean, the matriarch is a fierce person, and you know that.
Yes.
But she has some soft spots.
Oh, I know.
One of those comes to our animals.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if somebody came in here and tried to harm us, I mean, she'd fly at them.
I know.
Isn't that interesting when you see that about people? I mean, if she was protecting her loved ones that were in danger, she would fly at them. But it hurts her heart to have to wash a dog who gets scared from the hose.
You know, yeah, exactly.
There's these different aspects of us as human beings. So maybe. Oh no, I do. Maybe you need to just rough this person up.
I do.
Good.
As I said 5 times already.
And you know.
I do.
Get your money's worth, honey.
Oh, I know.
See what you made of.
Oh yeah. Oh no, there's some people I treat like that because it keeps them quiet. Because here's the thing,
they need to be focused on surviving.
Oh yeah, they do. Oh no, they do. Some do. Well, no, every now and again, I will get a client who, for one reason, all right, look. For the most part, like I want to say about 75 to 80% of the time when I train somebody, you have to give me something to work with. And I figured this out the other week as well.
Oh, good.
You have to give me something to work with. And I don't mean, I need to lose 50 pounds. That's not what I'm talking about.
No.
I don't mean the physical aspect of it.
Everybody
I do need to do that.
Everybody wants to lose 50 pounds.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah,
but that's the thing, is I don't mean in terms of weightlifting or the personal training stuff. I mean in terms of your personality.
Absolutely.
In terms of how you engage with the world.
Right.
You know, if you are goofy, then act that way. If you're, I've got this one lady who, she's the medical coder, and she's very nitpicky, talking about, you know, the pain is this way and that way, because she uses words that I understand, and she can communicate to me in that way to a certain extent.
Right.
Again, I don't know the Latin names for a lot of muscle groups, so I'm not going to engage in that.
Sure.
But, you know, but she's giving me something to work with. She's giving me feedback. Right. Is this too heavy? Is it too easy? Are you, you're going too fast? It's a little too slow, etc. So sometimes people will, for one reason or another, they will. I've had both extremes. I've had people who give me nothing to work with. It is like talking to drywall sometimes, talking to some of these people. I had to give a free consultation, which as part of my job, the free workout and everything. And I don't mind that, honestly and truly, because that's a way for me to, it's like, feel people out, they feel me out, I feel them out.
Plant a seed.
Oh, plant a seed, of course. Right. But the problem is, I had this one consultation with a lady who, I don't know if she was high on prescription drugs or she was just that type of high-strung, snooty individual. She gave me nothing. Some stick-skinny endomorph woman. Oh, yeah.
A skinny endomorph.
Endomorph.
Or ectomorph.
No, ectomorph is
naturally lean or skinny.
No, I thought endomorph.
Is fat.
Okay, extomorph.
or an ectomorph.
Ectomorph. Some skinny, tall ectomorph type woman.
Okay. All right.
Who, she wanted a firm, tight, and tone. That's fine, but she was just trying to transfer trainers and wanted to try it out, which is fine, but it's like, what do you want? What do you want?
Oh.
And I would give her, the stress tester, that's usually what the free workout is, see how, is the weight heavy, but not impossible, trying to find that. Nothing. It's like, was that too easy? Was it too hard? Okay.
Oh.
What?
Did she sign up, or was that just your free workout?
That was the free workout. No, she bailed. And I'm like, okay, good. I don't want to train you because it's like talking to the growing grass outside.
When you find someone like that,
just dry as toast.
That's almost a license to just pound them into the ground.
Really?
Yes, that's what they're looking for.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
Well, I didn't know it'd come up.
So basically,
what have you got to lose?
Sure.
You understand what I'm saying?
Oh,
keep them or not.
Yeah, keep them or not.
What do you got to lose?
Yeah, exactly.
At least they'll walk away the next morning when they wake up and they're like, oh, jeez.
Yeah, you know what? I am actually going to do that because I'm sick and tired of it. That. Yes, I'm sick and tired of it.
Because you'll be on you and the workout you put them through will be on their mind for the next week.
Mm-hmm. Because they'll physically feel it. Exactly.
So consider that.
All right.
Well, you definitely run into that. So, I mean, you can do that more, but definitely with that personality.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, oh, okay.
Oh, you're not going to talk to me? You're not going to be my friend? You're not going to be my friend. Okay. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Which is fine.
That's when the air alarms go off.
Oh yeah, exactly. I'm about to throw the fucking kitchen sink at you.
Yeah. What do you got to lose?
Yeah. You're gonna tell me if it's too heavy or not.
Right. It's like, oh, okay. Well, and I can tell you from personal experience,
making me pull it out of you. That's the thing.
Yeah. And that's not.
And I've had the opposite extend.
That's not necessarily a negative. Exactly, the opposite of this hurts. That's too much.
Yeah, I've had that before.
What the hell have you come in here for? Don't you understand?
I've had that before too.
You have spent all this time being comfortable, and that's why you're here.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to make you uncomfortable.
Yes.
To get rid of or shape up whatever
your body.
Body.
Yeah.
Okay, because you've done this sitting in your chair eating a bag of
I've had those too.
cookies.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, so now you got to pay the price.
Yeah, now you got to pay the price.
Got to pay the piper.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
But no, I've had those both.
You are learning so much about the human element.
Jesus Christ, I didn't understand that when I signed up.
It took me years that you're interacting with people almost.
I guess it's because I'm spending an hour per person for an extended period of time, so it's like a little mini experiment.
It really is.
It's like a little mini psychology study.
That's the element that that differentiates.
Because that's the thing is when people tell me of their good times and when people tell me of their bad times, I learn something from them. You know, even if it's what not to do.
That absolutely, it's the human element, it's the human exchange that absolutely positively is the difference between someone who's been a nurse for 5 years, someone who's been a nurse for 10 years, someone who 15 years, 20 years, 25 years. It's really interesting. It really is. That's it.
That is
it. Okay, because I had my skills, the knowledge that I have, the ability to do those skills, I had in the first 2 to 3 years.
Of course.
But it's that interaction with human beings, other people, that advanced me as a nurse over 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 years.
That's exactly right.
And that's where the experience comes from.
Yeah,
it's not.
I definitely feel the experience.
Yeah, I mean, I have the same skills now physically that I had 25, 30 years ago. but you're just learning the human element of it.
I am.
And that's ultimately, that's the most important part.
Oh, I understand that. I'm just like, I don't know.
It's just tools in a toolbox.
I know it's tools in a toolbox. I'm just like, why do I have to train the picture of unhappiness?
Well, give her a reason to be unhappy.
Oh, I know. That's been my plan all along. Because here's
crying. Give you a reason to cry.
Yeah, no. Because
give her a reason to be unhappy.
Oh, I'm going to.
She can't raise her arm to scratch her. She can't raise her arm to scratch her nose.
Yeah, no, I'm going to.
Yeah.
Because one of two things is going to happen. Yeah. One, if I don't take it easy on her, well, I mean, her knee is pretty bummed, so I can't exactly go fucking heavy on the legs.
No, you can't do that.
No, but the rest of the body parts I can. Yes. The upper body.
Yes.
So one of two things is going to happen. I'm going to have to crack down on her about bringing in food logs. Because if this weekend, she's heavier than what we talked about, me telling her about the workout, I'm going to be like,
it's not you, it's her. And maybe I know that's why she was silent.
Yeah.
Maybe she wasn't thinking that you weren't doing your job. Maybe she realized she got a little out of bounds.
I doubt it. She's not that self-aware.
Well, maybe she hasn't realized it ultimately.
No.
But if she keeps coming in heavy.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't have anything to do with you.
Oh, I know. I'm going to have to tell her, like, you're going to have to bring in food logs every time you come in. Write down what you're eating. And I'm going to take her through difficult workouts.
Food logs.
Challenging workouts.
I would recommend that you start.
And I'm not talking about food logs. I already.
I'm just saying, people really don't realize how much they eat.
Oh, I know that.
You know.
Oh, I know that. You know. And I tell them that.
It's I'm like, just telling you. I had a piece of cake, but you don't realize. In their mind, they're thinking a piece, and a piece to you is like, as big as the palm of your hand, but a piece to them is like
2 hands.
2 hands.
Yeah, I know.
Because that's the routine.
That's what I tell them to do.
Yeah.
So, oh God,
food logs wake a lot of people up. They really do. It woke me up.
Oh, I know that, but no, I would just because here the two things that are gonna happen is one, I'm gonna be so tough on her she won't renew and she'll either just spiral back out or go find somebody else that'll give her what. Yeah.
I know you well enough to know that you're effective. If she's not going to renew,
that's on her.
That's on her.
Oh, I know that. I'm aware of that.
You are dedicated to what you do.
Yes.
And you are genuinely trying.
I just wish my boss would get off my fucking back. Ugh.
I don't think there's any other way for your boss to act.
I know. It just aggravates me because it's just like, stop. Anyway. Or the second thing's going to happen is at some point she's going to lose enough weight to where whatever attitude she's got will dissipate to some degree. But either way, I'm just going, oh God, not again.
And well, I'm gonna tell you, and I have suffered. I don't know what this is called, and I have suffered from it personally. It's where you're close to your goal. It's like this self-defeating behavior.
Oh, I know.
Why, when you're the goals that are within reach, you do things to push them further away.
Oh, I know, because you're already comfortable where you were. And some people, they just can't. So, to change anything, it's like going up a ladder. But in order for you to reach up to the next rung on that ladder, you have to let go of the rung you were already holding on.
And even though people complain about the rung that they're holding on to, there's still a certain level of comfort.
That because you're already on that one rung.
Because you're on that one rung.
Yeah.
And
you don't want to go back to the last rung or something like that.
And some people have to bring the matriarch up as an example, when she was younger, to be so aesthetically pleasing, visually brought, and she didn't know how to handle this. She wasn't given the tools that you've been given. Brought sharks to the water.
Yes.
That's honestly and truly, that's her biggest stumbling block.
Oh, I know that.
It's because when she is at a healthy, weight, and she is physically attractive in a way that is just overwhelming, and she draws everybody.
Oh, I understand.
She draws the right people. She draws good people. She draws the sharks.
Yeah,
and that's what scares her.
I know.
That's what scares her from losing weight.
Oh, I know. It's a protective.
It's a protective mechanism.
Yes.
It really is.
Oh, I know
I've seen that. I've seen that all across the country. When I see these, especially these, I saw it a lot in when I was working in these cities. I see these beautiful women that are extremely large. Okay, 2 and 3 times their body weight, what their body weight should be. After a while, I began to sort of analyze this and try to understand it.
No, it's a defense mechanism.
But it was a defense mechanism.
Oh, yeah.
They weren't raised and given the skills that you were given.
As I've learned.
And so they're.
I mean, it's just one form of that same type of defense mechanism.
It is.
But no, I understand. It's kind of why for the longest time I always wondered why it didn't matter what I was wearing, didn't matter where I was, but as soon as somebody, whoever was giving me, staring at me, it wasn't the reaction from the matriarch it was never like, hey, go away, or anything like that.
Right.
It was always angry, visceral, in a way just beyond, hey, stop looking at my daughter.
Exactly. You realized that there was another level going on with that interaction.
Because the reaction was disproportional.
It was disproportionate to the situation. Okay. That there was that's a wonderful observation. You were able to
you and her wonder why I don't pay attention to people that stare at me when I'm out, because that's none of my business.
I don't wonder. As long as they don't get in your space.
Exactly.
As long as they don't.
Because that's it's like, staring at me from like 10 feet away? Okay, okay, bye.
Hey, can you stop people from staring at a sunset?
Exactly.
There's a beauty to you and her and things in this world that draws attention. And that's fine. And that's not a negative thing.
No, it's not a negative thing. Just don't get too close to the artwork.
It's just like being in the National Museum on the Washington, D.C. Mall.
Exactly.
And I would go, wow, look at that. And they were like, sir, put your hands down.
Yeah, don't point at it either. See what I mean?
Can't take pictures. Okay. You can't even raise your hand. You can't even point at it.
Exactly. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't. It's not. It's neither good nor bad. It's just different sometimes.
It's just different. I mean, it's just this element.
But to me, it doesn't bother me.
No.
Because I understand kind of where that spirit comes from, and you know what? It's like that was never my problem.
And you were given the skills. You were trained in the skills to. I mean, and it's not just male. It's not just female. I mean, I had to deal with aspects of it where, and honestly and truly, it really is this bullying aspect of people. I'm bigger than you. I'm older than you, so I can do whatever I want.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I ran into that, and it's like I'm not. You don't have my permission. I don't care how permissive everybody else is, my parents, the situation, the teachers. You don't have my permission to touch me that way, to interact with me that way, to talk to me that way.
Exactly.
Just because you're older doesn't give you the right.
No.
I understood that for some reason on my own.
Sure.
So, you and Bro were raised according to that observation from my youth.
I definitely appreciate it.
And I just think, I think there's just a large percentage of people in this world that have.
They don't have that, I guess.
Well, they don't have it. And people have been allowed to do whatever they want.
Oh, I know.
They gaslight everybody. I don't mean anything by it. No, you shut the fuck up. I'm not saying you do. You do what I say. They're my kids.
Yes.
You do what I say. Don't call. If you want to call me an ass, that's fine. I don't care.
That's fine.
That's fine. You do what I say.
Whatever.
They're my kids. They're not your kids. You don't get to act with them, interact with them, other than a way that I say you can.
Exactly.
Or they say you can. Actually, it's you. It's not my permission. It's your permission.
No, I get that.
You and Bro.
I get it.
So, yeah.
That's basically what's been happening. I'm basically over it.
Well, I mean,
I know
what? If she's not gonna, if you're pretty sure she's not gonna,
I'm gonna make sure she doesn't renew.
Yeah, make her hate
because
make her dread it.
Because
oh my god.
Because you know exactly what's gonna happen. One of these two individuals that she is a damn near perfect twin of.
Yeah.
Who is no longer here.
Yeah.
If she pushes the wrong button on me, all the words, all the emotions that I wish I said to her, that I as an adult, the words I as adult me want to say to this person, I'm going to unload that on her because this client is a almost one-to-one twin.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that's a shame.
It is a shame.
Well.
And I'm basically.
She may need it. I don't know.
I don't fucking know. And I don't particularly care because if it happens, then it was going to happen and maybe she needed it.
Maybe she needed it.
If it doesn't happen, then she'll find somebody else on the wrong day and push their buttons, and then she'll get it then.
Be there when you run into that sort of thing. Be their nightmare. If you can't be their dream, be their nightmare.
No, I'm still going to tell her, these positive things, but I'm definitely going to I'm still going to, because here's the thing, part of my strategy is also,
right.
Well, what the fuck was that study they did with snowflakes where they spoke positive words to some of the snowflakes and they formed these beautiful patterns, and then they spoke horrible words or negative words to another pattern of snowflakes and they just were disjointed and unsymmetrical?
Is that according to the snowflake or the?
It's like something in that whole. No, it's in that whole. What the bleep do we know? It's in that whole concept of quantum physics and stuff, where literally the words you speak have an impact. Literally, you're literally. Yeah, that's what I mean.
You can tell somebody you love them while you're beating the crap out of them.
Yeah, exactly.
And they will believe.
And they'll believe it.
They'll believe you love them.
Yeah.
While you're smacking them around.
Yeah.
That's why people stay in dysfunctional relationships.
Anyway.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes. So, no, I'm not going to be mean to her. No. I'm just going to be like.
And all you have to say, is.
More weight.
All you have to say is, oh, okay. Well, the regimen that I had you on obviously is not working because you keep, so it's time to
bump it up.
Time to bump it up.
Yeah.
Bring the rain.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you want to eat bad when you're not here?
And then give me shit for it?
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, we're trading up.
Yeah, we're trading up.
Yeah. I'm going to sculpt you, whether you like it or not.
Exactly.
Because that's what they're paying you for. Okay. That's what they're paying you for.
It just pisses me off.
Well, you have more of an open understanding of things, it doesn't make you better. It doesn't make you.
I know that.
It just makes you different.
I know that.
It's like
I'm not saying I'm better. No, I'm not saying I'm better than her.
You're a couple of rungs up on the ladder. That's all.
No, I'm not saying I'm better than her. I just can't help but notice. Hey, you are acting in a way that is severely negative, and you teach children?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me upset. I'm not saying all teachers need to be saints. I disagree with that. You're a human being.
You're a human being.
And you're dealing with someone, and you're dealing with somebody else's problem that they fucking created.
That is true.
You know, so my sympathy, it is tough. And my sympathy is with those people.
Okay.
But, alright, look. If you are so wrapped up in your own blanket of misery that you remind me of someone I hadn't thought about in a long time, when I interact with you, I go, you remind me of oh shit. Then I have to take that as a sign from the universe.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I can't think of it any other way.
Can't not.
You know, it's just too coincidental.
Right.
You know.
Right. You run into that spirit.
The one-to-one twin of this individual. Oh, yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. All right.
That whole aspect of the one person where they're not happy unless they're telling other people what to do, and of the aspect of the other person where if they're miserable, they're going to make everybody else miserable.
Yeah.
In one person!
Yeah. They're out there.
I know they're out there. I have one on retainer. And
we've all brushed up against that.
Oh, yeah.
But some people, it is the foundation of their interaction.
Yeah, that's also the other thing that pisses me off about it, too, is because I have to deal with this problem for 2 hours per week, which I am eternally grateful for.
Sure.
I can put up with something like that for 2 hours in a week.
Well.
Not in a row. Because if it's in a row, then I'm going to kill that second person. I'm going to tell them, you better lighten the fuck up!
Yeah.
You better tell me. Here's the thing. I don't mind if people want to work shit out to me as long as it's not, too personal, of course. No, talk it out.
Right.
You know, bounce stuff off to feedback.
Well,
I don't mind that to an extent.
You basically have people, when you train someone,
I am their therapist.
You are their therapist, yet. There is another element. They're paying you.
Yes.
Okay. And
there we go.
You basically have them caged.
Oh, I know.
You have them, for lack of a better description, have them trapped.
This is also why I train with kindness. Because only certain people can have my boss as the trainer who is very, let's go, 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 go. You know, that 1980s hardcore training style.
They're basically paying you to do and train them as they need to be trained. And part of that is psychological.
Oh, yeah.
That might be, honestly and truly, that might be what drives a lot of people out of your current field. Because they don't have the ability to engage people on a psychological level. It really is a psychological battle that you are dealing with.
I know that.
It's not a physical battle.
Oh, I know that.
Because if it was just a physical battle, they could do that on their own.
Oh, I know that.
Okay.
This is why I do speak words of encouragement and positivity to people.
Right.
To the point where it's actually affected how I interact with others in the world. But I'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
Actually, I kind of want to segue out of this because the last thing I'll say on the subject before I transition into what I'm about to say, or the next thing, is I have to deal with it for 2 hours.
Right.
She does not.
Oh, yeah.
That's her 24-hour, 7 days a week life.
That's correct.
And that, for some people that I have met and or trained, that breaks my heart. Legitimately breaks my heart.
Yeah.
You know, it's part of why I can never truly you know, as much shit as I like to give my boss, and I love to give her shit on this podcast, because this is literally the only place I have, okay? Because I can't talk to her the same way I can talk to you.
Right.
If I try to point this out about her, where it's like, hey...
I don't think she has the capacity to understand it.
Well, it's not that she couldn't understand it per se. Some people can understand it, but then you come to sometimes the problem is, it's not that you don't understand that there's something about you that might be needing to change. Not necessarily wrong, although in some cases yes, but Right. So basically, you're told something about you that you weren't fully aware of that might be dysfunctional. Some people don't know how to fix that. And that's the other half of that transition, too.
That right there is, I think that's why people react in such a negative way.
Exactly, because they don't have the capacity to change
or fix it or deal with it or understand it. They're like, no, I'm not bugged up, you're bugged up.
Yeah, it's like, and plus it's that whole thing of like, you know, hardcore alcoholics get irritated when you try to like slam them into rehab or or this is why you got to do stuff like interventions, is because it's like sometimes people don't even know why they're alcoholics until you start digging and going like, well, I had my first drink because this reason and because that reason. You just got to dig deep. That whole like Carl Jung. Nowadays it's called shadow work. Basically trying to dig to the root of whatever the fuck is going on inside your head so that you can go, I'm an alcoholic because of X.
And there's
and now that I know that,
those dysfunctional reasons.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you can kind of distance yourself, like, it's the whole thing, I'm an alcoholic because my father was an alcoholic. Well, why? That was your father. You don't have to do that. Right. And then through some work, they can finally go, I don't have to do that, and just let it go.
Right.
Now, this is the oversimplification of this process, but that's the thing. Some people, they don't get to the whole, I know this about myself. And a lot of people, they definitely don't get to the whole, I know how to change this about myself.
Oh, well, people don't. People don't want to accept that they're bad people. A lot of bad people don't want to accept that they're bad.
Exactly. That's also part of it.
But until you can accept that, you can't change it.
Oh, I know that.
Next.
Yeah, next. Anyway, so...
Oh.
What? You're shaking your head, but no one can see that.
Shark Week.
Yeah, that's also the other half of it, but that's not what I'm talking about. So, yesterday, as of this recording date, I went to a musical workshop.
Oh, yeah.
In the next province.
Yeah.
And it was very fun. It was a 3-hour workshop.
How many people were there?
About 8.
Oh, cool.
Basically it was
Did everyone bond?
What?
Did everyone bond?
Not really.
Okay.
No, this wasn't some commune bullshit. Which I...
appreciate. Discouraged?
I don't know how I want to feel about this. About actual hippie communes. Because on the one hand, I can respect the whole living on the land as a community, you're all farming for yourselves, providing for yourselves, and etc. But at the same time, it's like, especially nowadays, from what I've seen, a lot of it, not all, but there is a large portion of this string of communities where being poly is a big part of it, and I'm like, no thank you.
Did you run into that up there?
No, okay. No. I would have led with that.
No. That was the whole hippie commune.
Yes.
Usually involves not bathing together, but for some reason you're all without clothes together.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, I'm not about about that.
No.
It's like, no, that ain't my vibe, man.
Yeah.
It's like, we can all share the rent and stand under the roof and farm our own food. I can respect that.
But, yeah. But
like, all that intimacy stuff, it's like, nah, I'm good.
That's a pathway to disband.
Exactly.
You
don't.
will not be able to hold that community together.
Yeah, if you start doing shit like that.
You start doing stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's always, and honestly,
no. And
that's
plus,
always what kills it.
Oh, I know that.
Always.
Oh, I know. That's what happened to my game night group, for God's sakes.
I mean, everything that you come across related to that hippie subject, it all is destroyed because everybody starts exchanging.
Oh yeah.
Fluids.
I know that.
Every time.
But that's the thing. But that's the thing is, here's the thing. I would have led with, "Hey, guess what? I found a cult." That would have been the first thing out of my mouth. I don't even think I would have gone through the intro. I have on this post-it note because sometimes I forget.
Yeah.
So no. It was literally a workshop. It was, oh my God, this one. Okay, I'm going to describe to you the day I had yesterday.
Alright.
It started at 6 a.m. because I had to train someone earlier that morning.
Oh, okay.
You know, I had time. If I didn't have time, I would have said, "Hey, we need to move it to another day." But I'm thinking, you know what? I have time. My gym is like 20 minutes closer to the location anyways, because that's just how the geography of this town works.
Yeah.
For some reason, my gym is 20 minutes closer.
Headed in that direction regardless.
And I would have headed in that direction regardless, and I did. So I figured, you know what? I'm gonna do a little bit of my job. You know, a little work. I can make my own schedule. Make an extra like $60, $70 or whatever the fuck this person paid for. Make some extra cash.
Sure.
I didn't have to do it, but I did it anyway. So after that, we gotta look at my car. I forgot the radio kind of died a little bit. I don't know what happened, but we'll get to that. So I go up the mountains. I'm playing my music on my old ass phone through its speaker, which, you know what? That's fine. I can live with that. I get to the town. Where this is at. I'm there an hour early because, well, I don't live there, and I don't know where this place is.
Sure.
I would like to know soon.
Sure.
Here's the thing. In the past, anytime I've gone to any type of event, concert, party, anything where you have to buy a ticket, a ticket to attend, there's somebody there that's like, okay, show me your ticket, prove who you are, make sure you didn't, stab someone to rob them of this ticket, etc., etc. Security's a little tight. So, after kind of perusing around this town's park, freaking everybody out because apparently we're far enough from Asheville for the actual locals to go, "What the fuck are you wearing?"
Right.
Just far enough away from the city to where everyone's looking at me weird. I'm like, really? Really? Oh, God.
It's called style, people.
It's called style, people. I'm not wearing anything appropriate. I'm just... Sometimes I don't want to wear jeans, okay?
Sure.
Anyway. This place is literally... The actual class was held out in this unfinished barn behind someone's house.
Aren't all barns unfinished?
I don't know that. All I know is that the floor there was like a massive carpet, and everything that wasn't carpet was a bunch of plywood with like measurements and shit in it. Like they were about to, like, it's like what you put down before you put down carpet.
Okay.
Or whatever. Anyway. Carpentry. And the house is next to a restaurant. Because that's just how this place was planned out. I don't know. And this was the most casual thing I have ever been to. And I've been to drum circles that are not as casual as this workshop was.
Right.
Bizarrely enough. we all come into this unfinished barn, we're all talking to each other, telling each other, where we're from and all that stuff, and, well, the instrument in question is what I can describe as the most beautiful sounding spaceship. It was a 3-hour workshop, talking about the hand pan, which is this giant, round, spaceship, UFO-looking motherfucker with indents and bubbles in the metal that you hit a certain way, and it just sounds like whatever jungle, elven, fairy music actually sounds like.
Okay.
It's very beautiful, but the instrument apparently was invented in the year 2000 AD. So it's a very recent instrument, apparently.
Maybe that version of it.
Oh yeah, no, it's a Christ. No, it's a combination of two different instrument styles. No, this has roots in real life instruments that have existed for hundreds, if not thousands of years. This is just a modern hybrid / adaptation of it. Which, let's see, it's like some form of African drum mixed with, some version of the doom back, because you use doom, tech, and kaz when playing the handpan.
Yeah.
Which I already knew about, because I had taken hand drum workshops in the past, and I have my own fucking hand drum, and I like it. Because it gives me the opportunity to hit something.
Yeah, it comes from a version of something that, from my experience when I was a kid in high school, it was something from the Caribbean.
So that's basically where this is where the handpan comes from, and it sounds beautiful.
Right.
And I figured, you know what? I'm paying $50 to take a 3-hour workshop, because the actual instrument, if you want a good one, starts at $1,000. There might be like some streamlined one that they sell at like a modern music store, like a chain music stores that, maybe like $650, $700, $800,
Wow. Really?
But actually good ones start at $1,000. That's why I didn't ask for one for my birthday.
Wow.
Because I'm thinking, you know what? Bass, you can get one for like $200, less than $300 if you just want like something simple, which I did want something simple. And I like it. But I didn't ask for a handpan because that's a shit ton of money. Now, oh yeah, no, it's a pretty penny, and it's fucking huge, and I love it.
Okay.
No, if we were rolling in money, it'd be different, but, we'll get there.
Really?
So, after that all happened, I forwent having a meal at the very obviously vegan salad restaurant. Because I just didn't feel like having a salad after eating nothing for 3 hours. That's just not how I do.
I don't recommend it.
No, I don't prefer it either. Like, So, I drive back to the major city nearby, and I go to the city's version of the tea shop that shut down around here.
Yeah.
And I was happy because I got some more of the pu'er tea that I got the first time, the first batch that I let you try.
Yeah.
And I also got a tea orange, I got some oolong, and I got a fig cookie because they had those, and I'm like, you know what? I literally don't want anything else because, I'm not having a salad right now. Yeah. So, I'm having fun. I am just relaxing. I think I texted you something about, if you've ever been tea drunk before, which I was. Yeah. That made driving home a little, challenging. Not terrible, just, well, I don't like driving in that city anyway. No. Because they can't drive either. So, the last thing I did before coming home was, I'm at this tea shop, and I'm talking to some of the servers, asking them questions about the tea and whatnot, and they bring me out the tea, and I'm just like, for some reason, I just tap into that whole trainer mode of, being very smiley, very courteous, and I ended the conversation with, you know what, thank you so much, you have a wonderful weekend, and they say, oh, thank you, you too, and they retreat back to the bar, and I'm sitting in my chair going, did I just say have a great weekend? Oh my God, I say that to people all the time, what the fuck, man?
Nothing wrong with that.
I know there's nothing wrong with that, I'm just thinking to myself, like, oh my God, I'm a positive person.
Get used to it.
No, honestly, I just... it's not that I don't appreciate where I'm at. I really, 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 really do. For sure.
For sure.
But there comes a time when I'm just like, I just don't want to deal with people. Here's the thing. I think here's what I'm discovering. I would much rather deal with people in, like, that tea shop setting.
Yeah.
I'm not on a clock. I'm not wearing clothes that I'm required to wear. Or I'm not wearing a style of clothes I'm required to wear.
Right.
Black, gray, every other day I'll wear, like, one of my tie-dye shirts to work because, yes.
You do have that freedom.
Oh, I do have that freedom, and I usually wear it on the days where I don't have to completely dress like I'm for business. Meaning I don't have a consultation that day, so I'm going to wear tie-dye. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I don't have to wear the shirt with the logo on it. I don't have to wear all black or the all-black Adidas wear, which is very nice, but I don't want to wear leggings all day. It sucks. I would much rather wear the pair of pants that I've had for like the past 10 years. Because they're comfy. And I've worked out in them.
Sure.
Don't matter to me. Hell, I prefer them. So, because if I have to interact with someone when I'm on the clock, it's almost like I can't fully show you who I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah, and that's a big thing for me. It's oftentimes why I am the most busiest, sometimes, the most busiest on Friday afternoons and evenings and Saturday mornings, is because some of my clients, they figured out, oh, hey, her boss leaves at about, like, 1 or 2 on Fridays. Like, she leaves early, because, well, let's be fair. 60, 65 hours a week. You want to take a half day on Friday. Yes.
I think that's fair.
That's fair. Like, no disrespect.
Yeah,
and fair. I don't knock that hustle, but Jesus Christ, yes.
Sure.
And some of those clients figured that out, and they're like, can we train on Friday? And sometimes I have to say, I'm booked. I'm sorry. And no, sometimes there is a waiting list. There has been one time where there was a waiting list to see me on a Friday or Saturday. Yeah, that one week was a fun week. I'm not gonna lie, because here's what happens on those days when it's just me and the other person. Number one, Jim's quiet, except for the music, but there's no one else talking besides me and this other person.
Right.
And I can, for lack of a better term, unclench my butthole and just exhale and go, what's up? And then I start playing my Unsafe for Work playlist, which has all the songs with all the cussing and all the non-Christian music and the non-Def Leppard, it's like no Van Halen, no Journey. It's it's just Metallica and Megadeth and King Diamond and Tool and Motorhead and Iron Maiden.
Get ready to suffer.
Get ready to suffer. Oh my God, they love it. It's like, this is all the doom music, and BFG just starts playing, and everyone is just so fucking happy.
Cool.
And
it should be an experience.
It should be an experience. Basically, on these Fridays and Saturdays when I'm the most busiest, it's basically they're having a workout with a different DJ.
Pretty much.
And they're able to fucking talk to me.
Right.
Because sometimes, here's the other thing that I will definitely rag on my boss about, is here's the thing. I get you have to be tough on people sometimes.
Yeah.
Like what I'm about to do to this individual I've been talking about.
Sure.
So, adjusting. So, but here's the problem with that. If you're in that whole, by the word of the law mode, you can't deviate from this in any way, shape, or form. You're very aggressively lawful good about it. Sometimes people won't be able to come to you about certain things. Sometimes.
That is correct.
You know what I mean? It's, I don't know, something like, it's like, oh, I couldn't say it in front of your boss, but this thing happened, so I had to deviate from the diet a little bit. Is that okay? And I go to them like, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah, just don't make it a habit.
Yeah, just don't make it a habit. Or something like, I don't know, some low sodium chicken. There was this one week where one of my clients, he had told me where the particular brand of low sodium chicken that he's able to get, it like jumped up like $5 in price all of a sudden or something crazy like that. Right. And he had to switch to like canned chicken. And I've said to him like, yeah, that's okay. I'm not gonna bust your balls because of the shambles our economy's in. That's not your fault.
No, it's not your fault.
But he couldn't really say that in front of her.
Well, you see where her money management has gotten her.
And oh, jeez,
it's got her homeless. I mean, you just have to.
I don't know why I came away from that meeting at our gym going, thank God I have a nest egg, however small it is, because, and I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just saying that as an observation of, you know what? I didn't think I had shit until. Something gives me the example of, oh, I'm fine.
Oh, it's crazy when you begin to really look at legitimate assets that people possess. 95% of people are either dead or dead broke. That's it. It really is.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's going to force a bunch of that out.
Oh, I know that because I'm thinking.
Because think of all the people. There's a ton of people, and I mean at least 70% of people who have made those same decisions. Oh, I'm going to lease my house because it makes me look good. I'm going to lease my car because it makes me look good. And here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah,
I know. I'm just.
Those people are going to end up without a car or without a home.
Oh, I know that.
It's going to flip entire families.
Oh, I know. That's kind of why this is kind of another reason why I'm very happy. I don't know if you want to talk about it right now, about the whole, like, typing, transcribing bullshit you kind of thought of the other day.
Oh.
Kind of working towards a little bit.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. I think she did actually renew her lease at the gym for another 3 years, so I'm not 100% sure if that gym is going to go away anytime soon. I don't know how leasing works in this concept. Like, does she have to pay rent on top of it, or?
I don't know.
Okay, but here's the thing. If she has to pay some sort of, like, if she has to pay some kind of monthly ticket, some kind of monthly price to keep that place. Yeah, but that's the thing. If she... Think about it. If she didn't have enough in the bank to like break her fall even a little bit from this horrific thing that has obviously happened. Her house is gone.
Yeah.
Then what does that say about the state of how the gym's gonna be? And she tells her clients this.
And maybe she compromised her car and home. To continue the gym.
I don't know.
Which I don't recommend people do anyway.
No, if she's not careful, she's going to end up living at that gym. Because she has complained about it all the time. She's constantly spouted out, like, I've been here long enough, I might as well live here too. And I'm thinking, guess what?
I can remember when we were out on the West Coast, there was a gas station within walking distance of where we lived, where it was mostly these two guys. I'm assuming they were brothers or in-laws or something like that.
Yeah.
That bought this gas station. And they literally lived. The gas station had a little building in the middle. That had a.
That was like
you could look into the back.
Yeah, it was like a little mini convenience store.
It was very small.
Just enough for the one person at the register to be inside.
And in the back, there was a door, and when it was open, there was a sink and a toilet in there. And I believe there was a van that was constantly in that.
Oh, I remember that van. Yeah.
And I think they lived out of that van,
running that gas station. Which sometimes that's what you're required to do in order to keep that business.
Right, exactly.
So if she's not careful, she'll end up there.
If you're going to take the time to open up a business like that, I would recommend that you find a situation where you could live there if you needed to.
Oh, I know.
Because that's how you save money.
Exactly.
Save up money.
Oh, I know.
And a lot of people out there did that were from other countries.
But that's the thing, though. She's not that person who could live at their business if it meant saving money. She's not that person. Well, I know that.
Maybe situation may force that.
No, I get that. No, I have speculated for several months going, it might be time for her to compact and focus on something else. Like maybe training out of her house, except she lost the house or something. I felt that it was necessary for her to... What?
Do you remember that Indian vegan restaurant we went to?
I do.
And you remember how it looked more like somebody's house than a restaurant?
I remember it looked more like a store than a restaurant.
But just above, because
they lived there.
They lived there.
Yeah,
the living quarters were above the store.
And the people cooking there was just a big family.
Yeah,
but it was wonderful.
Yeah, it was very good.
Oh yeah, I go there every so often. It's great.
Yeah, that's if you're going to start your own business,
that's the price you got to pay.
That's kind of the price you got.
Oh, I understand that, and I'm not dismissing it, but she's not that person.
No. Well, there's a certain image that she believes she has to portray.
No, I get that.
And I
but
understand that.
I just really didn't see any point in her just expounding about how she's getting kicked out of her house, because she told all of her fucking clients because she likes to gossip.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing.
No, I know that, because here's what it does. Here's where my head is at.
You gotta maintain the illusion.
Yeah, you have to maintain the illusion somehow.
You need to maintain it.
Exactly. Yeah. So here's where my head is at. I'm thinking, okay, so she renewed the lease for like another 3 years or something like that. And I'm not 100% sure how that was structured. I don't know if she has to pay some form of rent or some kind of either monthly or bi-monthly or I don't know, quarterly thing.
Yeah.
Like there is an exchange of money happening is what I'm trying to get at.
Right.
If she's not able to pony up the dough, then they're gonna take that gym away from her and I'll be out of a job, which is why I'm happy you have potentially started down this whole typist path as well.
Yeah, you can't make any money in the market right now.
No.
Because
even though everything's going down, it's going down in a weird way that makes you think it's acting funny, basically.
It's just going sideways.
Yeah, it's going sideways.
So I'm just trying to figure out a way to make some money at home.
Yes.
It doesn't involve me trying to sell anything.
No, because I'm fucking tired of selling. Because my thought process was
I want to trade my effort for a check. I don't want to trade,
Because here's the thing, because we know where the market is heading, we don't really need, I don't need a complex job.
No.
Not really. I mean, I am trying to shoot for a yoga instructor, but that's not complex to me. It's just something I like to do.
Right.
But my whole thought process was like, I swear to God, if that gym shuts down or if I run out of people, and I would either, keep pursuing the yoga instructor, because that's the ultimate relaxation thing, you see, personally. Because it's like, I don't have to tell anybody. I just have to give them general instructions, and they will do it, because that's literally what they paid to do. But I don't have to be forceful.
No.
Because that's not what we're here for.
No.
That's it. And I know there's probably more to it than that. I'm not saying it's an easy job, but hey.
That's what you're wired for.
I seem to be more wired for it. Yeah. Because oftentimes I think I'm a little too soft to be a trainer. You know what I mean?
Right.
So essentially, hypothetically, the gym has shut down because my boss does something stupid financially, which is entirely possible. My goal is to either go to a front desk job at a dentist's office, because I don't have to be a salesman. People tell me when they want to come in for their checkups or whatever. I take their payment, make sure their insurance checks out. That's kind of it.
Yeah.
Answer the phone, I can do that.
Right.
Call people, I can do that. Send these automated texts, I can do that. I don't have to be a salesman. And I can just sit down in a nice office, because it's a dentist's office. Right. Of course it's nice.
Yeah.
If I gotta get a little frou-frou makeup-y, that's fine, because I'm not doing any physical labor. I would hope not.
Your job is to look good.
The job is to look good, because
people have a pleasant experience when they come through the door.
Yeah, because it's a dentist's office who somehow have conned their way into making more money than God, so they can have their gilded, golden marble hallways of dentistry.
Pretty much.
You've seen it.
I have.
Just how.
Get me started.
I know. I'm just wondering, out of all of the medical professions,
I have to take out a loan to get my teeth fixed, but you only work 3 days a week.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Freshly minted marble pillars and floors.
If you work more, I would pay less.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get it.
So, front desk at a dentist's office because, well, I don't have to be a salesman. Right. I better not be a salesman. And then you found a way through potential transcription jobs, which I could do.
Which there's tons of them out there.
And there's tons of them out there.
Your words per minute of.
Oh, I know that. Yeah. But
which is just muscle memory anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And hey, if it turns out you and I become really good at the typing, transcribing thing, and some of these websites they're talking about paying $25, $30 an hour. Some offers I have seen that for that price. That's basically a full-time job.
Yeah, you make $2 to $4 grand a month.
Exactly. From your house or from your computer that you can take anywhere.
That you're on anyway.
Because you see, what I would do is, hypothetically, I got being a really good transcriptist, hypothetically, I would take the money to buy a top-of-the-line laptop.
Oh, yeah.
LGBT, RGBT lights and the spinning fans and the water cooling system.
Oh, yeah. neon light,
like Razor, like my damn Razor keyboard.
Like your Razor keyboard.
Yes, my awesome. Hang on, I want to show you this. I don't know how much of it I have shown you, but I can make it do tricks. Besides that one. Hang on. I know, viewers, listeners, you can't see this, but I have no regrets. Customize. Oh, what's the lighting? Reactive. Let's see. Breathing.
Oh, that is wonderful.
I can make it change colors too.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Man. Oh.
Fire.
Oh, that's cool.
Fire.
I love that.
Ripple.
That's awesome.
Let's see. That's fire.
Actually, I was kind of
looking
for something like that when I was looking at keyboard.
Oh, this was like dirt cheap at not my retail store, but another retail store with the same name. Let's see what else I got. Wave. Oh, there's the Wave.
Oh, no, that's cool.
Yeah, this was dirt cheap. Somehow. This must have been like an earlier model because I honestly can't figure out. Oh, and there's the wheel. I honestly cannot figure out why something this amazing was less than $50. But here it is.
Wow. That's neat. I like that.
Yeah, and reactive. This is the one that I use the most. Because, I'm thinking, okay, if I have these lights on all the time, I'm gonna keep changing them, and I just need something simple, something out of the way. But the reactive might be perfect for you as a typist. Oh yeah.
I like that.
Oh yeah.
It's like a lava lamp keyboard.
Exactly, and I love it.
That is cool.
Yes, and we're gonna get you one too. So, basically, the long and the short of it is, I have avenues in case some dumb shit at my gym happens, and I literally have no other place to train people.
Yeah, I'm tired of looking for work elsewhere. I want to find...
Yes.
There's plenty of stuff you can figure out and learn to do at home.
Exactly, and I'm tired of hitting a time clock at at another building.
Yeah.
I want to work in my pajamas. Like, I would be a faithful typist or, like, virtual assistant.
Well, that's what,
I have no problem.
There's a lot of people from outside this geographical area
that
are moving in.
Yeah.
Because they have the ability to work at home.
At home.
So they choose to have their home here.
Exactly. And
that's what I want.
My goal is, and I might actually have to get really good at being a typist if I want to do it. Here's my goal. This is what I wanted to do with trading. I wanted to have everything isolated to my phone. The trading app, the charts we use, any banking information, etc. On my phone. Of course, it wouldn't just be on my phone, of course. But essentially what would happen would be I could go anywhere I wanted and still trade.
Exactly.
I go to that tea house up in the mountains in the next province, and I'm looking at my phone, looking at the charts. I'm like, oh, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to short this, or I'm going to go long on this thing.
Yeah.
And
sit in a chair at the beach.
Yeah, just sit in a chair at the beach.
And make money.
And if we get good at the typing thing, then we don't have to. I mean, I don't think you have to go to the hospital to be a medical transcriber.
Nope.
Exactly. So you could literally, you and the matriarch could, get like a mountain manor or beach house, and you just chill there.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah, it's like you're technically on vacation, but it's like held up for 4 hours. I got to do this. You might maybe do it like late at night, early in the morning.
Sure.
And then the rest of your day, you're like done.
Right. Live your life.
And go live your life. Exactly.
Wherever you want.
Where the fuck you want.
There are people doing it, so I'm trying to figure that out myself.
Hey, look, I already showed you Typing of the Dead. I already told you about Midnight Protocol. When you want to take that step, we'll get there. But right now, it looks like we got something. Now, whether it's viable, we will see. But it looks viable. I don't see why it isn't.
I don't
you see what I mean? Because it's just kind of one of those jobs that doesn't truly go away, because you want someone else to write this shit down. You know what I mean?
Right. You're right.
So, I don't know. All I know is that we're in a good spot.
Yeah.
And I'm tired.
I'm still asleep.
Oh, after all that tea?
Yes, after all that tea.
Well, then I guess that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I can get way more of that kind.
That's good tea.
Oh, yeah. I highly recommend you get one of these yourself.
Eventually.
Oh, yeah. No, we'll get there. Yeah, this is the travel set version. The one with all of the nooks and crannies, which I think I can show you. This is the tea orange that I mentioned earlier. It's not this size, but this is one that's about that big. The one I have is like the size of your damn palm. Tea equipment. That's the full bitch right there. That's everything. Plus the cups, plus the tongs, plus the blanket, plus the tea spillage department.
Ooh, wood.
And it's wood. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Gong Fu tree. Tea. Bleh.
Alright.
You got anything?
No.
Oh, wait. We hadn't talked to... How much time we got? Okay. House of Dragon is not trash.
Of all the fantasy stuff?
Of all the fucking fantasy stuff...
House of Dragon is working.
Holy shit.
Rings of Power is not.
No.
Actually, Rings of Power looks like House of Dragon.
It does.
It looks like the...
here's the thing. Rings of Power looks good.
But it's
so stiff.
It's very stiff.
Now, granted, this is like an adaptation of the Silmarillion, which is basically just a bunch of scraps of notes from Tolkien, which, you know what?
Yes.
You know what? For something as big as Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, I can understand why people would just pour over stuff like this.
It's fan fiction.
It's fan fiction, I get it. But it's just so stiff, and it's very slow.
Stylistically, it's all Game of Thrones.
Oh, of course it is.
Because, every other scene is there's a battle being fought.
Oh, yeah. It's like a PG-13 Game of Thrones as far as appearance goes.
Yeah.
But it's just very plodding, and I just can't get into it.
The first episode was horrible.
I remember I couldn't make it past
transition of style.
I couldn't get past the first 15-20 minutes. I was just like,
it kind of starts to gel, and we've only gotten to the third or fourth episode.
Shit.
And it's
yeah, I don't know.
But
I don't know. This is
House of Dragons is definitely...
House of Dragons. I am upset. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but when I finish that fourth episode, I'm going, damn it, not again. We already did this. Why are you bringing it back? Yes, I know lore-wise this makes sense, but stop.
Good luck with that.
Stop it. Yeah, I have to give Game of Thrones and House of Dragon respect, because there's one element to it which is very solemnly brought up in media. And while I say, you know what, I'm not saying we shouldn't talk about this particular area or theme, But I can only take so much before it's like, okay, hey, guys, stop it. I don't want to see this anymore. You know what I mean?
We may have to talk about this another time.
Oh, that's fine. I just wanted to throw that out there because, honestly and truly, House of Dragon has got House of Dragon and The Patient that's on Hulu. That's got Steve Carell in it. It's pretty good. But those two are like the only pieces of media that I have found worth watching as of late.
As far as original content.
As far as like original content, really. Yeah. Because the last time I actively went and sought something out was Doctor Strange 2. And that was just for Sam Raimi.
Hulu's getting it done right now.
Hulu's getting it fucking done right now, and I'm happy.
Prime is Prime. They're just trying to charge you for anything.
I know. At least they have The Boys, which...
Netflix is in free fall right now.
Yeah, because they're fucking stupid. Yeah, Prime is never going to go away because Prime is also Amazon Prime, which is, it's...
Netflix crossed their core audience.
Mm-hmm.
They're losing subscribers.
Yeah, and they're not coming out with anything that's worth pursuing. Not really. Nothing that couldn't be bought out by anything else. Yeah. There's no flagship that they have. I mean, there's Cobra Kai.
There's still room to go because their stock is falling and the market's falling.
Mm-hmm.
It's just ugly.
Yeah, it's just looking ugly. I mean, Netflix technically has Cobra Kai, but that's not a flagship like Game of Thrones. That's your generation. It's not a flagship. It's not Game of Thrones.
It's not gonna pull a bunch of people in.
No, it isn't.
Don't have associated. In other words, you have to have a
majority
of the population that would watch that has a past connection with that.
Yes, you would have to have seen Karate Kid 1 and 2 to be able to understand what the fuck is happening in Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are not going to do that.
No, a lot of people are not going to do that.
Hell, even I didn't do it. No. But I like Cobra Kai. I mean, I don't watch it all the time, but I'm just like, you know what?
Fuck Daniel Russo. I was always against. He was always the troublemaker. It was obvious to me. But,
mm-hmm. I get it. So... that's about it. Yeah, we can save this for another time.
Yeah, we're going to have to. I am absolutely out of gas.
Hey, that's fine. At least,
yeah.
At least I had that. We might actually make, maybe a staple, perhaps. Because it does give you caffeine, but it's not enough to,
keep you awake at night.
Correct.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's cool. All right. You good?
I'm good.
All righty. Well, that's it, folks. I was your host, Bel-E.
And I was your co-host, Mr. Scratch.
And we'll see you guys next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Goodbye.